Hey everybody, welcome back. I don't know if y'all are on TikTok or not, but Mikayla Nogueira messed up big time.
Mikayla's lies have cost me $10,000. Yes, I am $10,000 in debt because of her lies. In October, I made a video asking Mikayla if there was any way she would review my small business. My business Illusion Bronze went viral last year, and in the video to Mikayla, I just explained, hey, there's this multi-million-dollar company who's sort of knocking off my idea, and I could really use your help. If you don't know, Illusion Bronze is the only custom self-tanner mixed for each individual client based off your eye color, hair color, and skin tone. I launched in January. This multi-million-dollar brand had a line of 4 shades coming out in April. After seeing I had gone viral with my concept, this brand put a quiz on their website asking people for their eye color, hair color, and skin tone, and they would suggest 1 of 4 colors. So it basically cheapened and simplified my idea, obviously because I have 125 customizable colors. I tried to convince myself that it was a coincidence, but there were a few girls who went viral from reviewing my product that were genuine, authentic reviews. And this multi-million-dollar brand went after them, paying them to do reviews of their brand and mention the things that were unique about my product, but instead say it about theirs. So imagine my surprise when 4 days after I asked Mikayla if she would review my small business, she reviews the specific line from the multi-million-dollar company who was knocking me off. Now keep in mind, when I asked her to review my product line and then she reviewed the competitor 4 days later, their line had been out for 6 months at this time. So I didn't believe it to be a coincidence. It's not that I was blaming her. I didn't think it was her fault. But I thought, wow, this company has already gone after the small influencers who blew up my brand and paid them. They must have seen my video to Mikayla and now paid her too. This video I posted, wondering if it was a coincidence, garnered 4 million views. Mikayla DM'd me the next morning and said it was an absolute coincidence. It would never be my intention to hurt a small business. She said, I think I actually have your tanner. Regardless, when I get home, I will make my purchase and try your tanner ASAP. We DM back and forth for a while. She does say, I wish you would have come to me first. I was like, how? So then she gave me her phone number, asked to speak on the phone. We talked for like 20 minutes. She was like, my parents are small business owners. They've experienced similar things. I was like, wow, this poor girl, like she's young. She's doing the best she can. Once she's home, she shows me that she has the product as well as all over my competitor, but I'm not gonna blast that. And for a second, I really thought like, wow, maybe this misunderstanding is turning into a friendship. Well, in October, she told me she was—
Okay, I have some thoughts already. Mikayla reviews a lot of products. I fully believe her that it was a coincidence. I do think it was a misunderstanding. She posts how many videos per day? She doesn't really realize when people are tagging her and things. Unless you asked her and she fully saw the review, I wouldn't necessarily say that she went and reviewed your competitor to spite you. But Mikayla did do some things that I'm not so happy about, so let's get into it.
Posting it ASAP. And then 2 months passed by. I really just had grieved the idea and moved forward. I was like, it's unfortunate that she really is the person that people say she is.
Hold on. She said ASAP, okay? As soon as possible. I don't think that she's really giving you a date. People get busy, and I don't think it's fair to say, oh, she's this horrible person, just like everybody says, based on the fact that she agreed to review your product for free and got busy and wasn't able to post it.
Just because I don't have 15 million followers, I do have almost 72,000. And people tag her in my videos and ask me about her every single day now for the past 3 months. So one day when someone was in my live asking me where Mikayla's review was, I said, guys, just let it go. And then people started going to her page and commenting, where's the Illusion Bronze review? Mikayla texted me almost immediately. I don't know if you mentioned me or something somewhere, but I'm getting so many comments about trying the tanner and I'm actually using it this weekend. She says, I'll be posting a video about it tomorrow, December 7th. Now, in the past, Mikayla made a video about how she doesn't review indie brands anymore because they can't keep up with the orders.
There's been a few instances where the indie brand cannot handle the capacity to fulfill all of those orders.
I was a long-term fan and follower, so I remembered that video, and the last thing that I wanted to do was embarrass myself, my business, or her. And Shopify had kept offering me a $10,000 loan. So when she told me, I'm reviewing this tomorrow, I was like, let me take that loan. The money gets deposited within like 24 hours, and I spent all $10,000 on product. I honestly felt like that day was Christmas. I was so excited. I kept refreshing my TikTok feed. And when she finally posted, she clearly had a tan on, but it was hideous. Talking like beyond orange. And the hands were a mess. I genuinely didn't understand with how my product line works, how she could turn out looking like that. Still, I tried to find the least offensive photo of this tan I could find and texted her, "You look beautiful." Here is my message below. I say I wish I could have given her tips and talked to her more about how long to leave it on for. When she and I were on the phone, Mikayla wanted to make sure that my tan was a rapid tan, which it is. You leave it on 1 hour for light, 2 hours for medium, 3 hours for dark. She told me she doesn't like using tans that you leave on for a long time. But she told me she left on mine for 12 hours, so I'm like, is that why it turned out so bad? Still, she tells me she loves it. If you're unaware of this, Mikayla usually posts in chronological order, so I'm like, if this is my tan, why didn't she post a review video? She said she was posting it today.
Okay, she should not. She absolutely should not have promised that she was gonna post something. She shouldn't have given a timeline. There have been many times where people have asked me to do things, and many brands who have reached out to me, and I don't agree to it. I literally don't agree to it. If I do not have the capacity, if I do not have the ability to take on any sort of brand deal or review or anything of the sort, if I do not have the time to do it, I do not agree to it. So that is Mikayla's. She should not have agreed to do it unless, she had already filmed the video. It was, gonna be in the pipeline. Just been a little bit more communicative on that. However, did anyone ever think that maybe she was just trying to be nice, but actually maybe didn't really like the product at all? She should have been honest about that, maybe. I don't know. But at the same time, did y'all have a contract? Because if you didn't have a contract, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. Sucks to say. You gotta have integrity in this business. If you sign a contract, you gotta do what you say you're gonna do. A lot of people do not have that integrity. I do have a question though. She was reviewing your stuff for free, right? And you also didn't send her any products, so this was like a pure favor that she was doing you? Okay.
Post this video, no one is gonna wanna buy my self-tanner. Like, how did it turn out this way? And then my mom said, Matt, with all the orders you've had, has anybody ever told you they look orange? Have you ever seen a photo of someone who looks orange after using Illusion Bronze? And I was like, no. And then I went back and I looked at her full body and I realized she got a spray tan. Not only did she lie when she said she was posting a review the next day, but she lied to me pretending she even used it at all. Like, why not just say I didn't get a chance to use it? Why are you saying I slept in it and I love it? Just say you didn't have time. So for the next 3 weeks, I'm stewing. I'm like, where's the review? $10,000 worth of products showed up at my house. Finally, I'm like, listen, she doesn't know how much money I spent, so let me just tell her the situation and that it's stressing me out, and I know she'll make it right. Pause if you want to read, but basically I tell her 3 weeks earlier, I placed an order for $10,000 because I wanted to be prepared. And as someone who talks about their mental health so much, I wanted to let her know that I was really stressed out about this, and if she could find the energy to do a New Year's Eve tan, I would really appreciate it. Oh my God, well the good news is you'll have the stock when the video is posted. She told me she didn't have time to make a review when she originally used the product, even though I now know she didn't use the product at all. Well, she did find the time to do a New Year's Eve tan.
Now I'm gonna do my base. I am gonna match my self-tanner.
But for some reason, she chose not to review mine in that moment, even knowing there was $10,000 worth of products sitting in my home. Now it's the second week of January, 2 weeks since I've told her about this, and she's gotten another spray tan. So she said she was posting it ASAP in October. The first week of December, she said, I'm posting the review tomorrow. 2 weeks ago, I told her because she said that, I ordered $10,000 worth of product. And she's had 2 tans since then, and not once did it cross her mind, hey, I really should post that review. This guy has all this product sitting in his house because of what I said to him. She doesn't care about me, my mental health, my finances, my stress.
Fair.
But she expects everyone else to care about her mental health. You're not the only one, babe. You're not the only one. I'm telling you guys this now because last night people were commenting on her videos saying, I support Matthew's small business, review Illusion Bronze. She responded no, she responded shut up, and she started blocking people. I've got 10K worth of product in my home, so if you'd like to start out your new year with the only custom tan, please visit Illusion Bronze. And if you're not somebody who uses self-tanner or can't afford it, please follow me. That's the biggest thing that you can do to help. I want to make sure that I am doing what I can to highlight small businesses this year for no compensation. We need to be helping each other in 2024, not just ourselves.
Okay, so you made some good points, Mr. Stevens. You made some good points. She was being a little wishy-washy, okay? She should not have made promises that she could not have kept, okay? That's shady, not good. But let's think about the fact that Mikayla is one of the biggest beauty influencers in the world. Every time she reviews a product, it blows up. She does help a lot of small businesses. I don't know, I feel like there's something else going on. Like maybe she really just didn't like it. Maybe she didn't like feeling pressured when she was doing it for free. It's a difficult thing to come to terms with the fact that once you have that success, you are gonna have people that push you to like do stuff for free for them. Maybe it would have been a good idea to like maybe take some of that $10,000 loan and pay her and get a contract. I don't know, I just feel like this is one big miscommunication and both people are wrong here. Let's look at the comments. People are super split about this, okay? Your decisions on your part does not constitute an emergency on her part. Please consider some business management courses, wish you the best. I feel like it would have been good to maybe tell her that you were gonna do this before. I don't know, like she was being a little wishy-washy. She was. It's impossible to understand what was going on in her head. I think that it's possible that she probably did have the best intentions in reviewing it. She probably wanted to do it. Life got away from her. She agreed to do something and she didn't do it. It's called integrity. Not sure there are classes for that. Agreed. There are no classes for integrity. Do not agree to do something that you just can't do. So you've never said to someone, you will do something and then forget. I bet you have. I definitely have. And it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Expectations get set. People get upset. When you get to a point where a lot of people are asking you to do stuff for them, I will say that it gets kind of like, oh God, I don't, like I barely know you and like I have to prioritize stuff that actually pays me sort of thing. You know, it gets a little wishy-washy, which is why I just don't agree to it. Learn the hard way, do not set expectations for people, and that's the bottom line. But let's see Mikayla's response, because she got a lot of heat for this. She got, like, people already hate Mikayla, whether or not that's deserved, I don't know. She just reviews makeup and I like her makeup, so I don't think it's that deep. TBH, but let's see what she had to say.
I really like Matthew. Matthew's a really nice guy. I've had good conversations with him. But I find it really unfortunate that he decided to take this issue to TikTok and fabricate a lie in order to prove a point. Am I entirely wrong that I didn't review the Tana when I said I would? Yes. Did I mention to him that I didn't get to it? Yes. But still, nonetheless, I should have reviewed the Tana sooner. But to fabricate a lie that when I told him I used his Tana, he says I lied to him and used a spray tan. I've never gotten a spray tan in my life. I'd like to brief with that. Second of all, the reason that the tan appeared orange is the same reason I look kind of like really warm and orangey right now. The video has color grading on it. So if I take the color grading off of my video, let me show you what I look like. And this was just in a video of me showing my outfit. So if I did a video using the Tana, it wouldn't have color grading on it, but it was just a random video. So let me take the color grading off and show you what I actually look like. This is with the color grading off. Totally different. And yes, I have this Tana on, and I'm not orange at all. And I've never gotten a spray tan, and I didn't lie. Again, I am completely in the wrong because I should not have told Matthew, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, when when tomorrow came and I couldn't do it. And I did tell him I wasn't able to get to it because I was in a rush. But I was going to get to it. I always get to it. It just sometimes takes a bit. Anyways, he messages me again around, New Year's and lets me know that he had purchased 10,000 units or $10,000 worth of Tana, which I did not advise him to do that. That is a business decision that he made. Fact of the matter is, I didn't get to it yet. That's it. If you look at my track record of Tana videos, making a Tana video is different than me sitting at my beauty desk. I do them like once or twice a year. And I don't tan often at all. Last year I tanned maybe 3-4 times. So I know that like 4 months has gone by since I said I would do the review, but I just don't tan a lot and I don't make tanning videos a lot. He cannot rely on me for the success of his brand. He just can't. I don't know what to do in this situation, but I am sorry.
I appreciate that she made an apology, and I do think that there's something to be said for the fact that this could have been resolved not on social media. Like, I do kind of get the ick that he took it to social media and capitalized on the fact that people really hate Mikayla, and he was hoping to like kind of fuel that and use that as like a business strategy, like a PR strategy, which worked. Hey, it worked. Apparently it sold out, so good for you. I guess it worked, but I mean, I don't know. Is that how you wanna do business from now on? Like, when you reach out to influencers and ask them to review things, are they gonna be scared to work with you now, Matthew, because you might make a video bashing that person? Like, I don't know. I don't know if it was the wisest. And again, okay, don't know Mikayla personally. I like her content. I like her makeup videos. I think that her opinions are pretty spot on. I have no affiliation with her. Again, she should not have said that she was going to do something if she wasn't going to do it. But as always, I want to know what you gotta say. I want to know all the details. You might agree with me, you might not. I think both people are wrong.
Mikayla just posted a response to my TikTok. I want to be very clear about why I made the decision to post that video. The day before yesterday, my followers were commenting on one of Mikayla's videos about her reviewing Illusion Bronze. And Mikayla made the decision to respond to them and say things like no and shut up, and proceeded to block a lot of people that are following me. That really triggered me because 2 weeks ago was when I told Mikayla that I had spent $10,000 on product. No, Mikayla did not tell me to spend $10,000 on product, but her knowing that I had just spent all that money on product, why is she responding to people in her comment section saying things like no and shut up and blocking them? So Mikayla, that is why I posted that video. If Mikayla is saying that she didn't get a spray tan, I'm not gonna double down. If I'm wrong, and I apologize for that. See, I've been airbrush tanning people for half of my life. And there's something called either a heavy hand or a light hand when you're airbrushing. And when somebody has a heavy hand, it's usually a bad spray tan or somebody inexperienced. They'll start out on one part of the arm, the higher part light, and then it gets really heavy as they pull down. And as somebody who's spray tanned a lot of people, that's what it appeared like to me. But like she said, that's not true.
Okay, I will say that unless you knew that for sure, you shouldn't have said that, Matthew. Like, you just shouldn't have. At the end of the day, this is all over a self-tanner, and it seems kind of like silly, but you shouldn't have made assumptions. It kind of removes a little bit of your credibility, to be honest, because it means that you feel something and then you'll just go to the internet and say it. And like, you gotta say things like, it is my opinion, okay? We can't be going on the internet making accusations about things when we don't know for sure.
I just want to clarify again, when she told me she was posting it tomorrow, she did not the next day tell me, oh, I'm so sorry, I was so busy, I didn't get to it. She didn't tell me that until 3 weeks later when I contacted her and said, hey, you said you were posting this the next day. I bought all this product. Then she said, oh, I'm sorry, I was too busy. I didn't get to it.
Okay, again, another mess up, okay? Mikayla, like your makeup videos, girl, but you're being a little wishy-washy. Do not make promises that you can't keep with people that, you know, smaller businesses who look up to you, fans who look up to you. We can't be doing that. We just can't. It's not fair.
and lets me know that he had purchased 10,000 units or $10,000 worth of tanner, which I did not advise him to do that. That is a business decision that he made.
Mikayla did not advise me to do that, and I 100% did that on my own, and here is why.
I used to review indie brands all the time. When I was making those indie brand review videos, 90 to 100% of the time, the product would sell out. There's been a few instances where the indie brand cannot handle the capacity to fulfill all of those orders. There have been cases where the brand got greedy and put the product back in stock, but it wasn't back in stock, and people ordered it and then waited months to receive it because this indie brand was dishonest, had people buying a product that wasn't even in stock.
Does that video explain to you guys at all when she texted me on her own, out of the blue, hey, I'm posting a review tomorrow, that I would go and purchase a lot of product?
Fair.
I didn't get to it yet. That's it.
This final part of the video is the only part that really pissed me off. I will say almost no one in my comment section was defending Mikayla, but the 2 or 3 people said the exact same thing, which she regurgitated. He can't rely on her for the success of his business.
He cannot rely on me for the success of his brand. He just can't. I don't know what to do in this situation, but I am sorry.
My business did very well last year, long before Mikayla. I was not relying on her for the sole success of my business that I've worked on for 6 or 7 years. This is just about when you say you're gonna do something, just do it. I think it's called integrity.
Okay, so I do agree with him there. Integrity is super, super important, but you started this whole thing with this specific statement. Mikayla's lies cost me $10,000. If this whole thing was not an attempt to sell the product that you mistakenly bought thinking that she was going to buy a review, what was it for? Anywho, so I do think Mikayla messed up here. I do think that she messed up. I think Matthew messed up a little bit. I think that Mikayla could have been a little more transparent, a little more communicative. And I think going forward, it's just never a good idea to tell people and excite people that you're gonna do something when they're not gonna do it. If you don't have a contract, you don't got any obligation to fulfill that contract. Some people don't have an obligation, don't feel an obligation to fulfill a contract, even if they have a contract. I know for a fact that so many people that do what I do are wishy-washy. They're late, they don't take it seriously, they don't respond to emails. It's not a good trait to have. This is a business at the end of the day. We gotta be treating it like a business. And not responding and not doing what we're saying we're gonna do is unprofessional. It's another reason why people hate influencers, okay? Like this makes people hate us. But it kind of looks like he got what he wanted anyway. His following blew up. She did this entire video where she's holding the tanner. Responding to it probably made sales go up. So he got what he wanted in the end. And still to this day, Mikayla hasn't actually made a review video. And I don't think that she ever will. I don't know, man. What if she just really didn't like it? She could have made a video and she was wearing it. So why else wouldn't she post it? Maybe it really didn't work for her and maybe she didn't want to make him look bad. And that's the whole reason why this miscommunication happened. So I know that this is a really, really serious topic that a lot of us really, really care about. But how do you feel about this self-tanner fiasco? Self-tanner gate. So serious. I'm personally a little disappointed in Mikayla. Am I surprised? Not really. It's kind of a common thing in our industry, but I'm still disappointed. This